An incredible offer. So this is country style wild haddock. So not only are you getting this beautiful, easy to cook up, delicious fish, but it's also coated in this like potato, bacon, cheese coating to just give it so much life and personality. M80695. Now, here's the deal. We are already really limited. Now, as a Customer Choice Food Award winner already, Anderson Seafoods brings us the set of 12, but we only have, how many was it, Frank, to go around? Ooh, there's only 500 of you that can secure these. Now, that also includes our auto delivery, which you can lock in on that price of $129.98. And it'll come to you every 90 days, which also means you have dinner in a matter of minutes. The best part, Rick Roman, you don't have to thaw it out.
No, from frozen. First of all,
planning.
Anderson Seafoods, Allie, so good to be with you.
Good to see you too.
50 years, over 50 years, providing picky chefs like myself and high-end restaurants the highest quality seafood. This is wild-caught haddock. And when you think about haddock, what is it like? It's like cod. It has a little meatier texture than cod, but that mild white flesh fish, individually portioned, completely clean and frozen, and then has bacon, cheddar, and then that little bit of potato on the crust. So you get this beautiful crust on the outside. You take it from frozen in an air fryer about 14 minutes, in a traditional oven maybe 18 minutes, and you have this golden brown.
No thaw time. That's
no thaw time.
You don't have to plan for a great dinner and what could be a leaner, better choice.
That's right. And guess what? 200 calories.
Oh, look at that.
22 grams of protein. Look at how beautiful this fish is. That beautiful white color. That's because it's wild caught from the cold waters off of Alaska. And then I'm just going to tip this forward because take a look. You have a little bit of cheddar, a little bit of bacon, not giant pieces of bacon, little bits just so you get that little smokiness of the bacon, the creaminess of the cheddar, the crunch of the potato, and the fish stays super moist. So you get that delicious bite every single time.
If you were to want to be a chef, like Rick Roman, right? And you'd have to pre-make the bacon. You'd have to then go get the fish in Alaska. I know I'm kind of exaggerating, but do you know what? Like the amount of steps to do the breading, right, would be a lot. This you're cooking from frozen.
That's right. You
have 12 servings. 12 servings. Imagine how much 12 servings at a restaurant would cost you. You get all of these, $129.98, 5 easy payments, it's about 26 bucks, free shipping and handling. So here's a look at those nice, these are also pretty substantial size, 5.5 ounces.
Full center
like
of the plate.
My husband would eat one, sometimes I have half and share one with my son, because I think they're pretty substantial for me. How do you bake them?
So this is in a traditional oven, all you do is take them from frozen. Again, they're gonna come to you individually frozen. Take as many or as few as you want, cut open this pack, put it on a sheet pan. In the oven, it's gonna be about 16 to 18 minutes. In the last minute or two in the oven, I put the broiler on to get it nice and brown. And then you can see the bacon, the cheddar, that beautiful crust on the outside. And then you take this, and how about a fish sandwich, okay? Imagine
fish and chips?
Fish and chips, oh my gosh. Taking this so you can turn it into a delicious seafood sandwich for the summer. And I said it before, 200 calories, 22 grams of protein. Now I'm just adding a little tartar, but honestly, this needs nothing because the flavor of the bacon, the cheddar, and the potato, and you've got a just unbelievable summertime fish sandwich.
Well, the other day, my husband and I couldn't come up with what to make for dinner. Because we're a little fatigued. Kids are doing camp, all the things. By the end of the day, I'm like, you just want to grill a burger? And he's like, I'm kind of sick of burgers.
Yeah, so you need to switch it up.
You cook it from frozen. You can decide in the moment, you know what? You got 20 minutes, 17-ish minutes, depending on how you're cooking it. And it is the most decadent. Now, I will say, I like how it's kind of meaty.
Yeah, you see
like the haddock is, there's a good density to it.
Yeah, so you look at the color of the fish, bright white, that's that wild caught, it's not farm raised, and then you can see the crust is just a nice delicate crust, but it's got that smoky bacon with that little bit of saltiness, the creaminess of the cheddar, and then the crunch of the potato, so you get that golden brown crust. And when you take a bite, it's like a symphony of flavors. The potato, the cheddar, the bacon, and then that delicate, meaty fish.
You know, if you love like a baked potato, with cheese and bacon. It is the flavor of it. It's not it doesn't overpower that tender, but it just adds more flavor, more interest. That's how, if you're trying to make better choices and you want to eat more fish,
that's right.
Do it like this. Because it's more flavorful, it's more satisfying that way.
Yeah, and I was reading the customer reviews, and I love, for my favorite thing to see is when customers are super happy with a product. And this has over 95-star reviews. I think people just love it because it takes fish, which a lot of us want to eat fish, but we don't know how to prepare it. This is a wild-caught seafood product, which sometimes it's hard to find wild-caught seafood in the store. And it's done all for you. You've got that beautiful crust. You can see a little bit of the cheese, the bacon, the potato. And then when you cut into this, it is just this beautiful, thick filet.
Yeah.
So you see the texture of the fish. You see how thick that is? That's not some little flat piece of fish. And then it just is fork tender because the crust acts like a little bit of a blanket on the fish, so it keeps the fish from drying out. Good. You can see the little bit of bacon, little smokiness.
It's not overpowering.
No.
It's just that perfect balance. Okay, so here's the deal.
Okay.
We don't have many of these to go around. You do get 12. Each one is 5.5 ounces. It's a nice, generous size. That sale price is $129.98. I mean, imagine how much would it cost you if the whole family had 12? You got fish out at a restaurant.
Wild
right?
caught.
Come on. Free shipping and handling on this one. So how many remaining? Fewer than 400. There is auto delivery, so if you want to keep the good coming, if you're like, you know what? Now you can always cancel, right? If you decide you want to change your mind, but this is a customer choice winner. You've got really delicious seafood. It'll come to you every 90 days, so really easy to manage too on QVC.com. I know because I do it quite a bit. But Rick Roman, not only the flavor's amazing, we've got Anderson Seafood as a brand that we know and trust, but buying seafood frozen was one thing. My mom, who grew up in New Orleans and could get fresh seafood wherever she wanted, always taught me to buy it frozen. She said that was the best way.
Well, here's the thing. Think about this. This is being caught off those waters of Alaska. That's cold waters, and then it's instantly completely clean, skin deboned, and then we put that beautiful bacon cheddar crust on it and flash freeze it in these cryovac vacuum sealed bags. So now when these are in the freezer, they stay fresh, like you said, locks in the flavor, but what makes this great is it's convenient because you go from the freezer to the oven and then you get this mild fish. I love this as a fish choice for somebody out there who maybe doesn't eat a lot of fish because it doesn't have a high oil content.
There's no fishiness.
No, it's no fish. So it's got
Zero.
A nice rich meaty bite, but yet a mild flavor. That's the beauty of haddock. And again, if you're wondering about haddock, think about cod. It's in the cod family, but it just has a little bit more of a richness to it. And I got to tell you, I'm looking at, when I break into this fish, I see the crust, and then you see that little bit of bacon and cheddar, but then look at the fish.
It's a big fillet.
Delicate, and you can see that it's not dried out. It stays so moist and tender that you can literally cut it with a fork and break it apart. Every bite's going to get a little of the bacon and the cheddar. It is delicious.
It's already so flavorful that for you to then make the rest of the meal, put it on a salad.
Yeah.
Saute up some zucchini in the cast iron skillet. Like, that's it. Because this is the showpiece. This is the deliciousness. This is your entree. You take advantage of what we have today, because with Anderson Seafoods, it's already really limited. You're gonna get 12 of our country-style wild haddock. Very limited. Free shipping and handling, 5 easy payments of $26. I mean, we started with 500. We don't have that many more to go around. 80695 is your item number. Auto delivery will give you 3 months, so 90 days. We'll ship out to you. You know, after you've had the most delicious haddock, you know what would be perfect? A melt-away cookie.